mechanical sustainable design engineer.
I'm Grayson McDonald, I'm mechanical.
I'm Brian Brennan, I'm also mechanical and sustainable design.
So you had pretty much an overview of what the entire project is about. What we wanted to incorporate was a lot of the lead credits. We felt that that was one of the most important parts of this entire project. So Brian's going to take that over.
Yeah, seeing as it's green architecture, we wanted our focus to really, we went through the potential lead credits for constructing a new building. We knew that it may be a little different in Sierra Leone than it is here or other places, but we still wanted to try to hit a focus for the ones that we could incorporate or even just consider. Which we have potential credits listed because there are some going through we knew our building would qualify for, but then there's others that it really depends on the construction phase. So we would try to, if this were to be constructed, we would say, we would make sure that they knew to keep those in mind.
So, for instance, one of our keynotes, our first keynote is north-south orientation. With that, we have to take into account with the sun rising and falling, put the solar panels on the roof for the east and west side. And we, sorry about that. The orientation, as you can go down, somewhere in here, there's the site assessment, development, protected, restore habitat. I threw that under site assessment just because that's thinking about just the entire land layout and what needs to be done to optimize performance with it. So, along with north-south orientation, we have the concrete flooring and the mud brick construction. The reason why we chose that is not only because it's the most basic and most efficient, but it's, I guess I just said it's the easiest. So the brick obviously can be done in the field, brought to the building, heated up in like a kiln type process explained, and then built. So we put that as the walls. We thought that that would be the best way just to keep it insulated from the outside. And then the concrete flooring, again, is just easy cleanup. So we decided also to put a stucco finish on the outside of it. We thought that would be a great sealing for any type of moisture to try to like keep out. So.
For the insulated roofing, we have a corrugated steel roofing above the wooden structure, and we also have a ceiling underneath that. So the corrugated steel, it provides good water resistance and heat protection inside the building to try to keep things comfortable in there for both the patients and the doctor. We also have ceiling fans, which again goes along with the comfort idea, and that's why we have the ceiling underneath the steel roof. We figured it was a good idea to have good air circulation and flow in there because we know it gets hot there. We wanted to, again, keep people comfortable. With on these ceiling fans, we also have CFLs, which they would serve as a secondary light source if we really needed it, because the primary light source would be the windows, obviously, but we wanted a cheap and energy efficient way to have a secondary light source if we needed it. And we have the physical therapy / waiting room, such as everyone else. And some of the features in this room are we have benches near the doors and windows for waiting, and we also have shelves along leading to the back door to store pretty much anything that they would need for physical therapy uses, like medicine balls or bands or whatever they figured they needed for physical therapy there. Another important feature is we have that line with it, that's actually a railing in the waiting room. And we figured that could be used for physical therapy for people who are having trouble walking or if they need to do certain stretches. But it also serves as a secondary purpose for anyone who's sick and they don't have all their strength. Even if they just need that help walking to one of the treatment rooms, we figured it would be a good idea to kind of have that in the middle but have plenty of space around it for people to easily walk around it but use it if they need it. It would be cheap and easy to construct and easy to clean too. So there wouldn't be any worry about people who are sick touching it and people who need it for therapy.
Another important aspect of our project is our water collection system. So we line the roof with gutters, and we want to drain all the water into like a water collection tank, and so we can reuse that. So like we have our sinks here, and we also have a water heater that we put in our storeroom so that we can heat up the water for like doctors need hot water. To power that, we have as Anthony said, we have our solar panels. This isn't our full array, we just wanted to have something for an example so you can see. And it's all going to be centralized in the store here. We'll have our electrical panel here and then various outlets so you can plug whatever medical equipment you need in, and you can have power for it. And we also have our, as everyone else has said, the Ebola check-in, or the Ebola screening tent. It's not actually going to be this close to our building on site. We just wanted it here so you could see it. We want it far away so you don't risk contaminating the building. But we're going to run all of our patients through there, and we're going to probably have use water or like any kind of sterilization tools from our facility to the tent. And that about wraps it up. Any questions? Yeah.
So with your solar heated water, the signs don't show it, everyone else kind of mentioned it, but you're pumping it to the sinks from your collection system, or there's an alternative?
That's the idea, yeah. We're also going to, I didn't mention it, but probably water purification somewhere in there. We didn't show it on the layout, but we're definitely going to have to purify water too. But yeah, the plan is to pump it to the sinks. And we also debated reusing the water from the sinks, but we weren't sure how safe that would be, the whole thing. So.
Right now, you just would vent to the groundwater, or do you have a store? We talked about earlier.
Well, we have, under our sink, you can't see it within it, there's garbage next to it, and then underneath there, we also put another barrel, just like the one outside. So, the idea is that you use the water that gets pumped there, and then it just kind of falls into the barrel. From there, we would decide what we were going to do with it. I mean, we didn't take full idea, like, go on with it, but that was the initial ideas for it.
One of the specifications that they were given, and we were given, was that Engineers Without Borders is handling the land development, which would be well water and the disposal of, well, not hazardous waste, but critical infrastructure.
Any other questions?